we will do is, if the area you get into a fight, there's certain people that should be Makani, Sawani. There was a reflex when they Sawani, they always get listen. They always get listen. Okay? So, we will call for additional resources, okay, into the big fire. So usually when you go to a house fire, it's 2 fires. But if we now see there's more houses burning, we will call it this one. Or if we know the area. So from Gabo, that was my area, once we see the smoke from that area coming, and we respond, then our release, what we call, we make pumps out of more resources. Now, in that situation, Java usually, but our makers, they will be our backup. But with me looking at the area, I know the area, I know how to keep this building, and see that smoke, I'm already going to ask for more resources. So yes, the resources will all arrive at the same time, but the first 2 resources will arrive very soon in the area. That's why it's never at the fire truck at 2 hours.
Yeah, just to add on that, remember fire station is built centrally in the area that it covers.
Yeah.
So unlike police, we'll have a police station here and there's multiple vans within one police station. So a fire station, it's one fire station and it covers different areas within that. So the radius, it should take it the same amount of time to get from the fire station to the last point of the area that it covers. So for instance, I work in Belor. So if it happens that there's a house in Belor and House Light and there's another House Light in Delft, both of those are under the Belor fire station. So it depends which one we get first. So if we get the Delft one, we go to them. And then Belor will look for the closest fire station, which in that case would be Belleville, or Kells River, or Mfuleni. So now the time that it will take from Mfuleni to get to it's going to be 2 times because it is out of their area. And that is one thing that you guys don't understand. If you are familiar with the fire station, you probably know that that truck is coming from our area. And that one is not coming from our area, so it's going to take longer for them to get there. So it works like that. So if a person moves, then somebody must cover that area. So the closest person will come, and then if they get another fire in the other area, the closest also have to cover. And then we get cases where, like, the city goes hella crazy. Everywhere there's fire. Everywhere. Literally, like, here, there, every. Now you've got one fire station to cover a certain area. So everybody's out. And unfortunately, we have to wait. Life comes first. Life comes first. That is us. So we're not going to come to a vegetation fire if there's a house fire and there's somebody trapped there. We leave that vegetation fire and then we go to a house because a life, you risk your life for a life. So it works like that. Yes, you do what do you call that? A height test. You climb a ladder, I think two or three floors. 3 floors. That is the assessment. So if you get afraid in that, fine.
They put a ladder at the tower in the fire station. They put the ladder up against it. First you have to climb to the top of the tower and then down. So they take you to climb up and they take you to climb down and start on. But they put the orders on it. So you always start, so if they show you how to climb the ladder, you get on top of the 50 and you try to climb fast and they'll assist you. I'm looking, you must climb down. So the station goes. Nowadays, they just put the ladder up, you climb to the 3rd floor, you do that way, you down, and you climb down. But remember, it is a Bronco, just the Tiago, 30 meters.
The Tiago?
The Tiago.
No, the Tiago is 56.
46 meters up. Of course, he came up by the vehicle, was 56 meters up. That's very high. So the diesel, that's really important. Yeah, you can't be afraid of it. Also, like Charlie said here, if it is because of the area, because the question I asked, you come see people who say, yeah, that right now the helicopters come bombs, they check fire. This is power cables. Okay? They get this report and stuff. But they will never leave an area uncovered. They will always be a fire engine covering the area. So whatever this is a big fire somewhere, they will pull another fire, one of them, move the fire stations closer to cover those areas because we do statistics. And like this area, we put the sand rock, and that's the sand rock. So there's different A, B, C, D, and E. So an area like this would constitute the A and the B because it's hospital, it's buildings, and houses, and you got the hall. So this is an A. And I look at the area like I mentioned for it used to be a D or E, but it changed now to a D because there's no hospital. You see, so now they work out how many fire vehicles must be used and what they call about fire filters can be into the protection. So that's why you see there will be a fire engine, water tanker, heat tanker, and a rescue tanker. And if the lady, they will maybe need one fire engine. Understand? So all that makes up to cover this entire area. And it doesn't mean they will respond. Software can also go there to assist or to stand by there.
Just what we'll take one and then.
Yeah.
Very exciting moment so much. So my question to you is, do you have a researching department section where you research the new innovations to fight fire within?
We do have it for look at a training center always function. What we do, like I was trying to do now, thought about training, like I guess I trained this one. Okay? So they use the certificates, top guys of the which fire shows the but part of our training at the fire station also is we must go out like in this area. So we must go out for visit buildings. Okay? From where does it start in the area, the occupants of the building, what they do. When we will take that at the fire station, we must do either a lecture or a discussion. I would like lectures. I like discussion because then I know if what it is and how to see or to think. And then we do close or do after the door, how we going to check the fire, what will we do in the place, what people reach and so on. So yes, please discuss being done, but I think I'm going to
Well, what about any things like using AI to fight fires? Is that something you're incorporating?
When I was working in mechatronics, so the city did approach them for drones for surveillance to do vegetation fire, just to check. I even saw now the city and the social that they use drones for law enforcement and security. So I'm sure with time it's going to
see what we have now is proper in the drones. We have drones in the past as well. But to become a drone pilot is a lot, because you actually go to start being a pilot. To fly a drone. Then, when we had it, 21 time we came over, that 20 flies with a helicopter with a camera on it. And then we have another country that the conference is called Eye in the Sky. That thing is so high up, you don't even see it, but it shines right through the smoke in position. So, with that fire, we could see the entire mountain and the fire was playing with the camera, and you could get live footage. So, yes, in how in a certain way that you know you have to put the fire out. You can die or so, the fire might go good. Now, to get to the fire is a big problem. Do they ever know that?
Just before that, terribly sorry for this. I'm only breaking a few bad news for now. I'm terribly sorry for that. And I know you have to give me. Thank you for that. Yes. So we definitely want to take the very last question, right? That will be the last question, and we'll try answer that in a very summarized way. And then we're going to take a few people, right? And the few people that we're going to take that's going to do presentations, I know, I'm very sorry. Again, I'm very sorry, but we'll try and be as short as possible so that we round up everything, because we should be leaving the venue latest by 3 o'clock. Right? So we're almost there. But yeah, last question.
Like I say, we have a fire safety section. So I from going to a fire station like all go to the cross, we come to solve we go to any fire station, there's a 4 guys thrown in, they from fan, and then fan when you come to the school. Because they do it in their own premises. And they can do it in activities. So we usually take and throw the hose, all this stuff. That's what
Or
we
maybe
do.
even we're thinking because we thank you so much for that. First of all, can we give five?
Yes.
Can we give our applause? And I'm thinking now, this was just the beginning of the bigger bit, right?
Yeah.
We definitely, if we do have time, we definitely want to invite you on another one. And we're actually thinking, we just spoke to Pam, surprisingly, she's also Pam. So we've already spoken to her, so a few things that we wanted to run by you guys. For instance, we would love to have those numbers. And on our side, as the organization, we'll try as always possible. We'll try as an organization as always possible to get this information to the schools, to the young people as much as we can. I think we need them. But I think for now, Pam's going to assist us with the numbers. We definitely need those. And she's going to be Pam now for the
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you, guys.
Now that was fruitful, eh? That was fruitful. Very rich and wholesome, eh? So now, because of time, we're going to jump into immediately one of our sisters who is doing, amazing things, and she's just going to come in and briefly prove why she's doing amazing things. Her name is again Nonhlanhla and Lesley.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Nonhlanhla and Lesley. A girl from KwaZulu-Natal. But I have been in the Western Cape for 9 years now.
Oh, I don't
Thank you, Lesley. I've been in the Western Cape for 9 years now. I am an agricultural extension scientist. I am also the CEO and founder of NZ Agricultural Advisory Services. I am also the CEO and founder of Takeover Studio, which is these lovely handmade bags that are made from repurposed cotton. So the t-shirt that you are wearing or that Natalie's wearing, I can turn it into something like this. Oh wow. I studied agricultural sciences at Stellenbosch University, and I'm also an anchor trailblazer. This is where my social impact journey started in high school, where I realized that kids don't really know how to spell. So I started a program teaching kids how to read, write, and spell. It's like a spelling bee that I ran for 3 years. And the marks of those kids in English increased, and I was happy, and I saw this is what I wanted to do. I've also worked as a poultry supervisor. I was telling the ladies that I have seen it all in agriculture. I have seen how the chickens can be in cages and just stay in a cage for 96 weeks and produce the egg that you guys like so much. I'm so excited to be here, first of all. And the lessons that I've learned in business are, first of all, you have to start with passion. So look at yourself as a person, see what you're passionate about, and try and leverage that. Also check the environment that you're in and see how you can solve the problems in your environment, like around where you stay, the community. So for me, it was kids that couldn't leave an environment. So I knew I had to start a program teaching them how to read and write. And also,
Busy with Koda. Watching his favorites. Saved videos. Fire me.
The farmers in your community don't have knowledge about agriculture. People are just planting their backyard and things are not growing. They don't know why it's not growing, so that's why I started NZ, enrich your soil. I teach you how to farm properly, and I also help you with compliance. I also help you get into the market. So I'm the girl that you call if you want to get into Woolworths.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So if you want to plant and put your stuff through Woolworths, I'm the girl you call. And also I'm the girl you call if you see that there's a textile problem in your community and you don't know what to do, which is how this company started. I saw that there's a lot of textile waste in South Africa. Only 1% of it gets recycled, which is insane. 1% is too little. So this is where I had an idea to just take whatever is there as waste and turn it into something new. And we recently partnered with a project I had, the people that make leather bags, and they will give us to make our labels for the bags. So you'll be seeing these bags in the store in a couple of months' time at boutiques. Guys, if I can tell you something is, if you have a dream, these ladies have spoken. Put your mind into it and focus. I only started this company in February, and now a lot of people know about it, and because I'm locked in. You have to lock in. At your age, you have to lock in your books. That's all you can do right now, is to lock in school. Trust me, life gets hard and harder, yes, but it also gets better after high school, because you start learning about yourself and what you want to do in life. You want to be a psychologist. Maybe you don't really want to be a psychologist, you just want to be in psychology. There's a lot of things that you're going to learn about that industry, and you will learn how to leverage that. So right now, you guys are exposed to so much information. Use it. Use your phones. Take a day where you're not on TikTok. And actually sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what do you really want? Not with your friends around. What does this person want? What do you enjoy? Not because your friend is enjoying it, because you are enjoying it. You might find that you're not even enjoying being in fashion. You have green fingers like me, and you love being in the soil. But because your friends are gonna judge you, nah, let me not study agriculture. It doesn't look cool. I'm gonna be in the dirt. You know, like there's a lot of things you're gonna figure out about yourself if you sit with yourself. So ask yourself what you want, and if you really enjoy what you think you're gonna study, why do you think you're gonna, enjoy it? And the pressure that comes with it. You know how they say if you study languages, nah, it's easy, John. You'll be able to pass and get your degree. Or no, don't study physics, it's very hard there. Let me tell you something about varsity. Everything is hard. Nothing is easy. That's varsity. Whether you are studying hospitality and cooking and you are doing hotel management, or you are actually studying like medicine, all of it is hard. Varsity is about discipline. That's the most you'll get out of it, is discipline, is being disciplined. So you have to start now. How are you gonna be disciplined? You have to lock in now with your work. Please, you have to set short-term goals and long-term goals for yourself. If you're not doing good in a certain subject, try and put in more effort there, if it's something that you want to specialize in. And what else? I really enjoy agriculture. I know most people, when they meet me, they're like, there's no way you are in agriculture. Guys, I have a farm. I'm 25 years old. I have my own farm, and I'm in agriculture. You see me with nails, I can also wear gumboots.
Yes.
And wear gloves, and be in the soil, and be with the fish, and be in the chicken coop, So I'm very versatile, so try and do that as well. If you see that, okay, like she said, if plan A doesn't work, have plan B. And sometimes you can reach a point where both your plans merge together and it succeeds, So with me, it's design and agriculture, and I'm creating innovation there, So guys, good luck. I don't know what grade you guys are in.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Almost.
Okay. It was really lovely meeting you guys. And yeah, does anyone have any questions?
wants to ask a question?
One question for me. Do we have your number?
Oh, yeah.
We'll share all the details. And now, if I'm not mistaken, how many people do you still have here? Yolisa? Question? Nonhlanhla? Yolisa has a question.
Sorry?
Can you get samples of the
Of the bag? I'm so sorry, my darling. We don't have samples today.
Yeah.
but another day.
Or what we could do is we could also organize, maybe we can have a day for you guys to actually participate in weaving the bags yourself. That way you get to understand what's going on. We organize yeah. So we have Lesley Mukwada. She is our water scientist and chemist, and yeah, she's the lady. Is there anyone coming in after you? Natalie. Natalie is our lady. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. And Mandy and Diamond. I wasn't seeing you. So Leslie, you can come in, and Leslie is going to be talking about sanitation and what it is that she does in the business. So yeah.
And gentlemen as well.
Thank you.
So, I believe I'm going to Queens, right? Yeah. Okay. So, my name is Lesley Mukwada. I'm 32 years of age. I have, so my education background is, I have an undergraduate degree in biochemistry. I have an honors degree in chemistry, and a master's degree in polymer I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I work hard. So you can achieve anything that you want to as long as you put your mind to it and you believe in yourself. So one of the things, obviously, just a little bit about what I do. When I was in my undergraduate degree, I volunteered in a lab as a minion to help postgraduate students to do their research, right? So I used to treat water that comes from the mines that is heavy metals to make it safe to use again, right? So that inspired me to want to create solutions. So hence when I started my business in 2020, I had one mission, which is to provide water testing solutions that are easy to buy, comprehensive, it allows people to know actually what's in the water, what's happening. So that's what inspired me to want to create a solution, seeing that there wasn't a Nigerian solution at that time. So the reason, and also one of the challenges I faced was, you know, when you're coming from university, they're like, oh, you need to go to get work experience, you don't know enough, you're still young, and there I am wanting to start a business. So I didn't really have that support, you know, from friends and family. They're like, oh, why am I going to work for Johnson & Johnson, or why am I going to do A, B, and C? That's more profitable. And, 6 years later, I'm here, right? And there's the journey that I walked. It wasn't an easy journey, but I always had to. One lesson I took from it was, I need to remain myself, be myself, stay authentic. So that you see that you have passions that your parents won't agree with, right? Or that your friends don't approve of, but you're gonna have to stay true to yourself, right? So that's one lesson I think all of you need to embrace. And then the other thing is, I want to talk about, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to tell you this. Identity. Who are you as a person, right? Who is defining you, right? Don't, as much as we respect our parents, choose to identify and define yourself, not anyone else, right? Don't follow the same things just because, oh, my sister also did this, so I had to do this. No. Don't follow that this, my friend did this, so I have to do this. No. Be yourself. You know, everybody, all of us have a purpose, right? We have those things that fascinate us. For instance, okay, let me tell you one thing I enjoy doing. I love watching anime. Yeah.
Popeye.
I embrace it because it's who I am, right? So the reason I'm saying this is you need to embrace things that you like, things that you enjoy, and just be yourself, right? Don't allow people to judge you. They can have their own opinions and suggestions, but it's theirs. You need to have your own opinion of yourself. As you grow, you're gonna learn that as you go to university, you meet a lot of people from different backgrounds. There's no equality. You know, when in the uniform, you're all equal, right? But now when you at school now with the 10-inch weaves or 20, 40-inch weaves, it becomes different. I want to tell you a story of more like a sad story, but it was true. We had a girl in our residence. She came just like me, came from a humble home, right? But the problem was she wanted to be the it girl. And in being the it girl, she would buy expensive clothes, the 10, 20-inch weaves. But the problem was she didn't have food at the end of the day. So what she used to do, she would knock on the door, Natalie's door. Natalie, I'm out of food, can I get a potato? Mandy, can I get a tomato? Can I get an onion? That's how she lived. And so we knew her routine. Thursday, she's on this corridor. Friday, she's on that corridor. Monday, she's on that corridor. So the reason I'm sharing this story is don't put yourself in such situations because you want to look a certain way, be perceived a certain way. It doesn't matter. All of these things, their material things don't matter. If I can ask you now, who remembers what their favorite dress was 5 years ago? Nobody knows, right? That means it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that means whatever you need to value now, it needs to be something that you know it matters in the future. So what matters now for you is focus on your education, focus on your personal development. So one of the rules that I have for myself is a day should not pass without me reading a book, even a page. And a month should not pass without me doing an online course and finishing it. It doesn't have to be a skill that I'm using now, but just out of interest. One of the things I've been doing is even learning Russian, you know? So, privyet, that says hi in Russian. So, the reason I'm sharing this is you need to be very enthusiastic and take ownership of your knowledge and education. Feel free to explore. You have all the resources, online resources, free courses everywhere. You can even do an MIT course, a Michigan Institute of Technology, for free, you see. So don't limit yourselves just because, okay, you only know how to do A, B, and C, then you're going to only stick to A, B, and C. Feel free to explore and grow as a person. So